Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3's Black Ice 10.41. And yes, I'm still going through and playing this. Got a lot more than I want to do. Work is progressing, unfortunately, slowly, though. I think this coming week I will get a bunch more done with TRE. Once TRE is done and then other submods are done. Well, once TRE is done releasable, I will release it whenever that is. Not saying this next week. I'm just saying getting more work done this next week. But once it's done and released, then I'm going to release it. And once all the submods are done, then I'm looking at what I really want to do is a big multiplayer playthrough with all those mods, and which I really want to, which I really sort of hope will be epic. Okay, well, we jump back a little ways. I think I somehow misclicked and got the Malta invasion to stop. And we had taken also a fair amount of losses in ships here. We can see it, like its destroyers down. So what I have done is, this was my last save. Went back to my last save that I could find that wasn't corrupted. There was one that was sort of just after this that was a little bit corrupted. Meaning I could load it and play it, but then I couldn't save it again. That's another thing. Sometimes I have found, going way back, that you'll get a save. You'll save the game. It'll seem to save just fine. You'll be able to load it in and play it, but you can never save after that again and not have it crash. So do lots of saves. I don't let saves stack up in the save folder. I have a folder called old saves, I think, or whatever. I just keep dumping stuff in there so I can go back and look at them. And I got stuff that I really probably can't even go back to because I don't have that install anymore. But just as habit, I save and save and save the old saves in other places. I mean, I have several of these old save folders kind of thing. So yeah, and so I'm sending in like the subs. Motor torpedo boats are going to come in rebasing to here to then come out. So, and just about every bit of air power I can is right now been told to come here, or some stuff is rebasing to here, this region, and I will make a quick check and to make sure that it is doing everything we can to do naval operations there. Okay, well, we now have these here. I'm going to move, which one? This one. We're going to load them, the old check tanks. And since we have both these ports, yes, you're going to come to, probably this port I think would be best, rebased to here. Without escorts, I know. But I think we're controlling enough of what's going on. Those are allies. Those are Croats, I think. So something has come out here. We, I guess, had been bombing it while we took out. We just want to take out every single ship as much as we can with naval air power. So what I'm going to do here is come here again, because I rebased some units. I don't know if they've made it there yet, but we can fairly quickly come and see, like, no orders. Where are you? You're here. No orders. Start naval striking that sea province. It's just, I'm focusing on that sea province. Okay, you're not doing so well, but we're going to keep you there. They're all there. The other, I think there were 2 or 3 elements. Gotta come over here. Oh, American bombers. Let's take a look at the air war here. Okay, see here, they've rebased. Tried to send them to places nearish by, but that could reach. I know they have a little bit longer flight time, so they're not over the target, as it were, as much as they could be. But it's better to have them somewhere where they can get repaired and reorganized better without overstacking. Right, okay. You're probably just at night, and this is in the middle of the day. The Americans are doing daylight bombing now. Wow. Okay, so they've decided, okay, this is, again, what sort of happens basis. It has been shown that in the past, the Americans had done things like doing a bombing campaign against Britain, or against Germany from Britain. So they give them this. So the America thinks that's America, so they start move a bunch of bombers and start bombing. So what we're going to look at here is our fighters. Okay, these guys, they could use a bit of a break. But these guys are ready to come up. Well, just a single fighter squadron here. But still, they'll sort of watch something of the bay. Okay, no, I'd rather start it out that way when we expand the area. It's sort of, I don't know when it does this, whether it'll go there, whether that's just a display area problem or an actual won't go there problem. I don't know. Okay, we don't need any fighters there. So do we have an airbase that isn't? That's already overly full. That's overly full. That's just full. There, we could go there for now. If I just move a single fighter unit, I'm worried over here they might get, or more likely to get overwhelmed, where if it was 3 or 4. Okay, that's a pretty good coverage area. Again, I also don't want them to go chase or try to intercept too far, or going over Britain at all. I want to stick them to intercepting stuff here. Let's see how this goes. Oh, they're a bit delayed. Okay. They're getting chewed up. They should not be intercepting. I think they were already that chewed up because they're too well organized. No order, so yeah, these guys. Probably should make it go more passive instead of aggressive, so they stop when they get to these sorts of statuses and reorganize or replace. Like that squadron now is in great shape, so, or group of squadrons. Let's go on for an air operational ready. Okay, that looks fairly good here. And still these guys and some others. So that will most likely hurt us some here with bombings. Yeah, we can see so. Well, I think some of this would have been covered in TRE and or GGA, maybe more under GGA with flat guns. So I'm going to, I don't want to do too badly here. I'm going to go, and I see that they did attack here with a single. I would rather win the air war in the air, but since the Americans are here now, I think a small number of, yeah, that could be maybe to 2. So what we'll do, come here, and we're doing reasonably well. RICs and production and all of that. Not perfect, obviously, but we'll put in a couple of targeted flat guns just to make their job, because we can see here, okay, which is good information here too. Um, in fact, I would like these types of things to happen. I would like them to be cost more than the damage they do. Now, I don't know that right now with this last operation, because they've done a lot of damage, whether that's the case that they've costed more than the damage they did, but it's sort of an attritional thing. You can see here, okay, well, yeah, there we go. Meaning, okay, now that we have some RAF fighters, it looks like, coming into this fight, but if we can gut these bombers for cheap, I know that's a big if, but if we can, I know the British are also doing, now the British appear to be doing night bombing here. I don't know if that's a conscious effort or just a oops, it happened. These guys didn't look like they didn't intercept. Which, okay, we got the Coventry here. Very good. Now we don't get reports on things that are considered just purely bombing losses, but 3 CVLs just got hit hard. It looked like with a big bombing run. And we also have just these guys hanging out here and some submarines hanging out as well. Okay, hopefully they'll go after these guys. Do a lot more damage faster and not have them degrasp by his lost organization. Yeah, these are the ones that are going to get ready to shatter first. But we can see here, they're down at 89. They got down to like strength of 60 some last time. And the Italians came in and helped out. All right, okay, Portugal, yes, you can build a destroyer. We don't mind that now. We are there's no point in declaring war unless we're actually ready to burst across the borders. My goal for Iran is, I don't know why they flipped over. I know we had them in the Axis twice, and I don't know if it was specifically a reload or some sort of event that had them jump back to, or jump not back to, but jump to the Allies from being members of the Axis. But I'm hoping to get, I want to take them as painlessly as possible for them, and puppet them is our goal here. We want to create an Iranian puppet. But we also need to be able to take out these British guys here. Okay. I guess we can do it from this province once they get there. But I think we'll see about driving there. It's going to get there fairly fast anyways. At this point. Now that we got here. Resources, Kuwait. We can get this. I don't know how much, but it would be some level of oil for ourselves that we could ship out. Some level of oil. We're doing remarkably well, of course, but still more would be nice. Okay, they're attacking these guys. I don't think that's going to be a problem for us. Okay, well, Italy lost 2 destroyers and Britain lost a heavy cruiser, the Dorchester, and light cruiser Carlisle. Again, the Deutschland is in the Deutschland. We can't create a unit right now. We're at sea, of course. Oh, come on, guys. All right. Medium velocity guns have advanced. I know we went through some of this already. But now we can start on high velocity guns. And short barrel, that's right, that also. Click through at that point. Dual purpose, let's see. Piercing attack going up for our heavy AAs. I know some of you do a lot of those heavy AAs. I don't. I'm not saying I shouldn't or you shouldn't. I just don't do. I don't know. Should maybe do more, but not with these 7 brigade only units. Sloped arm. Well, we need armored designs or something up better. So anti-personnel defenses. We'll get that going. Yep, they moved up and taken that. Good. Lost a light cruiser. Hoping our air power is kicking butt here. We're coming, but slowly. Italian. Let's put you on board, and you can get down to here. You're going to move out some of these units that were destined for Russia. I'm going to get the, well, the air. Too many clicking is probably. Okay, mid-air refueling aircraft prototype, which is here. That allows mid-air refueling aircraft systems, but aircraft systems, but that is 45, so that's to get even more extended range. We have pushed a little ahead on some of these. I think, though, we are going to reduce down the amount of officers. So we're going to expand some of our research now, I think. So, well, maybe even more. We have covering number of brigade ships and aircraft, different types. This number, but for a proper ratio needed at least. Okay, we are, wow, okay. If I'm reading that right, we're nearly to 40 and that's 20. Yeah, okay, guys. We are going to radically, I want a big, huge cushion because we're going to grind out a lot of officers down in the Soviet war. So we're going to keep making more even though we are well over requirements. And I know I've talked about that in the past as to why I do that. So I'm not going to go into it now, but subsonic jet development. No, I don't know if they've done any real work on jets. Air conditioning, reduction in range. I don't know. Morale up, but reduction in range. Okay, well, we can do more. Better hulls and better crew berthing, which are just sort of indirect things that will allow us to unlock these things, which will get us better stuff there. And yes, we still have a bunch more. So we're going to do guidance and propulsion for torpedoes. Escort, we can, well, we'll maybe come back to the, yeah, I'd rather do anti-submarine warfare and hydrophones. So I just don't know how many frigates. I don't even know if I have any frigates. Don't know if I'm ever going to build frigates. I'm not saying I'm not, but it's just more of a let's research for what we're using before we research. This is good, but it slows things down. So I don't want to do that. This is better, I would say, for a defensive. If you've moved into a defensive situation on like on the Eastern Front or something and facing, and you want your you know, we can start doing all of these 1942s, having your particularly like your infantry units that are facing a lot of T-34, divisions coming at them. And I guess we will push ahead on that. Might as well. It's not too inefficient of researching to do. So we've getting all of that. Let's come over to industry here. Yes. I know it seems like bonanza time, but okay. See now here, this one here is particular. Is fuel consumption is down, but everything else is down. So you don't want to do this unless you're fucked. You're losing, and you don't have oil, and so you would rather just reduce fuel consumption, fuel usage conservation. Again, here you don't want to do this unless you are already fucked and you want to do this. And I don't know how you could turn it off. I would. I don't know if I'm. How do I put this? I don't have a terrible interest in like, oh, let's start the game in like a historical start, 1944, or January 1944. Or no, not December 1944, and see if you can turn it around in 45 and start, conquering back out. I don't have a big interest in playing a game like that. I just don't. Not just not the way I try to do things. Want to think about things. There could be later turning points, but I don't think that's realistic. If you can, as Germany in a game, turn it around in December 1944, the game is not realistic. The game is broken, or it could be a fantasy game, obviously. Flying saucers for the Reich kind of thing. But yeah, it ain't going to happen. So I would only want to use these technologies if there was a similar and easier to research that removes this heck somehow, so that go, oh yeah, I need to, I'm all out of fuel. Let me do this stuff, and then go, okay, good. Now a year later, I've turned things around. And I want to turn that off. Like I've captured a bunch of oil fields or something. Do we want to do V1 or V2 missiles? No, not enough. At least not right now enough. Okay, tank radio communications and radars. Let's do these. Combat medicine we want to do. Okay, we're just about filled up, and we can do basing efficiency. We are doing enough basing, so there we go. No, yep, that's right. Okay, and somebody stole our blueprints again. I hope it's friendlies, because friendlies can try to steal blueprints. Okay, well, they're about ready to shatter, but we've got these guys down to 86 and 92, and the Italians are coming in alongside us. Oh, we lost Max Schultz. Deutschland is still pretty well hurt bad here. Grouse Bay is okay, no, it's doing all right. Just that Deutschland is, Grouse Bay has lost a lot of organization, but okay, what are we, oh, policy word. Okay, that's Suffolk, because it's left at the moment of that. Oh, but it looks like our submarines are coming in for a good run. Okay, high explosive anti-tank. Oh, very nice. That is there, and it's done. And twin engine airframe research is done. And small navigation radar advance. That is under here. It's here. Air detection. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they're pushing on us. Fine, fine. Now 2 more texts we need to specify here. of these to go through, so we're already doing reconnaissance. That's good. Just about every division has reconnaissance. I don't want to reduce supply throughput though. Mountain unit training. Well, desert unit training will do that. And mounted. Right, okay. Now, I did send some ships around. Okay, good. So, let's select all of these, and we can't put all of them on board the ships. Oh, goody. Let's move these guys in here and see if that helps. We're not going to do naval invasions. And yes, that does help. Okay, so they're all on there. These guys are going to come... These guys are going to come up to here, I think. Now, let's move them to here. I don't know if they're getting enough supplies. What does our current... Yeah, we are sending supplies up there, but I want to get them to here because they may move slow without enough supplies. Here, no. Auxiliary, you guys come to there. We lose our... Nope, Kriegsmarine are still there. We're just in the middle of the battle here with Suffolk and Ajax. I think it was Ajax that was... Oh, yeah, that one division shattered. Was one of the divisions maybe involved with sinking of the Graf Spee? Boy, I'm not sure. Don't take my word on any of that. Okay, well, we're doing a little better than last time. I think for losing and lack of losing of units. With the additionals like the submarines and all the additional bombers over target. I should really be pounding that thing. Improve security units, very good. Lots more suppression. Okay, improve security units. You're 44, so we want to stop that. Artillery. Oh, wait a minute. We got these guys. These guys should be out here. Move. Go out. You're not well organized, but still go. I'd rather lose you than a big ship. Yes, you may have energy. Now, are we here yet? No, we're not here yet. We're almost there, but we're not there. Well, we took out 2 of their long-range subs. Okay, 2 more and a destroyer. Good. Now, where did our fleet go? Nope, the fleet stopped and went home again. Okay, well, no, that wasn't a misclick before. I don't know what triggered our return to port. I don't know if it was just too much damage here, or we didn't have much damage on our landing craft. Okay, will you guys come back to port too? I'm not going to leave the... Yeah, no, you know, we're going to leave these guys out here. Motor torpedo boats. To see if we can sort of use air power and our Italian allies to continue to hurt them badly. Okay, so we've won that battle. Our armor's coming. Okay, well, we've got all of these guys back here now. They're going to detach. And these guys are going to attach to the Falsamugers, I think. Bind. And this should be a very large base, so that should be repairing up, and we won't send a Deutschland out for sure unless in the Karlsruhe and the Hermann Schumann, unless they're rather well repaired. Nîmes is getting close to Barbarossa. Let's find a nice evil leader here to take care of this unit. You know, one that reduces supply, probably not so much. Doesn't have to be good, just I would prefer to have an SS guy that has a trait that reduces supply consumption. But I don't know that we're going to find that currently. Well, we really don't want a particularly good one, so I should just come down here anyways. Okay. Yeah, generic SS guy. Let's see if we can put you under that just for the fun of it. Just to give you a command structure there. That I'm not worried about getting to the border. This is almost up to there. Okay, they've taken that out. Maybe our air power and submarines and motor torpedo boats will do some good here. Okay, oh well, they've got the, what is it, the Warspite, the Repulse, and I don't, RES, don't know who that is sitting in port. Well, we're going to keep on them here. I may be feeling the blockade, I don't know. More transports, that would allow us to do more invasions, that's for sure. Okay, or more parachute invasions. Okay, let's just, no, not SS, not Luftwaffe. Yeah, I know I'm overly picky. Just sort of somebody who is vaguely appropriate. being a policeman here. Somebody who's, well, let's give it that. Okay, well, we get more transports up to there, we will get them out, hopefully. Okay, good. We now have our armor unit here. Yeah, let's first. And you're going to support. No, support. Oh, okay, they got taken out. Okay, good. Okay, next episode we are invading. Yeah, no, we can't. We have to bring them into the Axis first. I mean, bring them into the war. They're already in the Axis, but bring them into the war. And then we will invade Iran. So come back next time for more, yes, even more Hearts of Iron.